For years, the ability to work from anywhere while discovering the world sounded like a dream to a new wave of global citizens who wanted a life outside traditional limits. But beneath the trendy aesthetics, many remote workers are beginning to burn out from overcrowded cities, moving from one rental to another every month, and visa uncertainty and invisible costs, and shallow communities. It has become a lifestyle that feels exciting for a few months, but is difficult to sustain long term. Among this shift, one Mediterranean city is quietly becoming one of the most attractive destinations in the globe by offering balance. That city is Antalya, Turkey. It is a beach town with big city opportunities that combines lifestyle, infrastructure, affordability, and long-term livability. Here, you can live 5 minutes from the sea, work remotely from beachfront cafes, enjoy 300 days of sunshine a year, and still spend significantly less than many major European cities. And now, with new discussions around digital nomad residency and massive tax advantages for overseas professionals in Turkey, international interest is growing even faster. I am Deren Güzel Tekçe from Tekce Real Estate, and today I'm talking about why my hometown, Antalya, is the up-and-coming hotspot for digital nomads and expats. If you want to learn all about the day-to-day life, cost of living, and every single detail about digital nomad visa and residency processes and tax regulations, keep watching. Antalya is a coastal city on the Mediterranean coast of Turkey, and for digital nomads, it ticks many important boxes that a lot of the other destinations miss. As I said, it is a beach town with big city opportunities. So it has a downtown area where the Roman era Old Town is, created by 2 kilometers long beaches on either side, one in Konyaaltı and one in Lara. Getting around town is pretty easy by public bus or car. Most important lines that you need to know are the tram, which takes you to the city center from the airport, KL08 and KC06, that run along the coast and will take you about anywhere you might need in the city, starting from Konyaaltı to Lara. The city's infrastructure is reliable and maintained well. High-speed fiber internet is widely available, especially in Konyaaltı and Lara, and there are numerous cafes offering laptop-friendly and comfortable seating with sea views. So daily life is comfortable, but also vibrant and fulfilling. You will have access to fresh produce at weekly local bazaars every week and a variety of restaurants serving both local and international cuisine. Social life is active with a strong beach and cafe culture and many events to choose from. The Old Town, Accra Jazz Festival, workshops, sports communities. Talking about sports, a lot of social life in Antalya revolves around its natural beauty, its unique geography as a beach town surrounded by mountains. There are many sport options like rafting, hiking, camping along the Lycian Trail, which takes you through ancient ruins millennia old. The local expat community is vibrant and the city has a significant youth population thanks to the massive Akdeniz University campus right in the middle of the city. All of this coming together means you will not run out of people to meet or things to do here. I've had weekends where I've started the day with some yoga on Konyaaltı Beach, went to a ceramics workshop / house music event in the Old Town in the afternoon, and finished the day at a beach party in Lara Beach held by the Latina dance community. And right now the sea, smells so nice. So it is a bit hard to talk and not swim. Now let's talk about what is where for neighborhoods and amenities. Konyaaltı is especially popular among digital nomads and younger expats because of its beach lifestyle, modern cafes, sports culture, and walkability. Konyaaltı Beach Walk is 7 kilometers long and is an incredible swimming experience with numerous restaurants, cafes, sports, amenities, and parks. It is honestly amazing to play a little volleyball here after work. Lara offers a more upscale atmosphere with beach clubs, restaurants, shopping centers, and luxury residences. Old Lara Road or Lara Beach are going to be your go-tos for beach days, scuba adventures, or hip cocktail bars. For people who prefer history and culture, Kaleiçi, or in English Old Town, the Roman Old Town, provides a more atmospheric lifestyle surrounded by Ottoman-era streets, boutique cafes, incredible nightlife, and cultural activities. And for families or long-term residents seeking quieter suburban living, Döşemealtı and Altıntaş are becoming increasingly attractive since they are easily accessible from the city and they offer a comfortable, relaxed lifestyle. But what really sets Antalya apart is that you can have the standard of life at a low cost. There are very few places in the world where you can wake up to the Mediterranean Sea, work from stylish cafes by the beach, and eat fresh, local produce every day and still maintain your finances comfortably. For example, a modern one-bedroom apartment within walking distance to the sea or in popular districts like Konyaaltı or Lara are between around 700 to 1200 US dollars per month in rent, depending on the building, amenities, and season. Utilities are going to cost a little over 100 per month if you want high-speed internet. Fresh groceries from the weekly local bazaar is going to be about 200 per month. A delicious doner kebab is going to be about $10. A 4-course dinner at the city's most luxurious restaurant is going to be $60. Membership at a nice gym is about $40. Well, my reformer Pilates classes, one-on-one, are about $20 an hour. So instead of spending most of your income just to survive in a crowded city, you can actually enjoy your daily life here without worrying about high costs. You can grab breakfast by the sea, shop from local bazaars filled with fresh fruits and vegetables, have a taxi without stressing about the cost, or have dinner outside several nights a week and still save at least half of your income. Your friends and family want to see what is so great about Antalya. A 3-hour direct flight to Europe is going to be about 200 US dollars round trip. Turkish Airlines is the airline that flies to most destinations in the world with 350 destinations ranging anywhere from Zimbabwe to Dublin. Overall, a very comfortable lifestyle in Antalya will put us at about 2,000 US dollars per month, including housing. And if you fall in love with the city, like the rest of us, the price per square meter for properties in the city center near the beach is going to be about 1,800 US dollars per square meter. And that number, like I have to remind you, that number is in the 10,000s in most major European cities. So Antalya is not just a cheaper destination, it is a whole lifestyle upgrade, even for a nomad with a regular salary. Now we've talked about all the good stuff, let's dive into the process. How do you stay here? How much will you pay in taxes? Whether you're just a globetrotter passing through or you are in it for the long run, like all of us who love Turkey, what do you need to know to live, invest, and thrive in this country? I grew up watching Tekce real estate guide people from all over the world, from not knowing anything about Turkey to permanently settling down here, starting families and businesses. Traveling and moving abroad can seem intimidating, and I know because I've done it before myself. But I am here to answer all of your questions from everything I've seen over the last 2 decades. Let's go. Now, for anyone who wants to stay in Turkey for longer than the usual 90 days permitted under the tourist visa, it is going to be through the residency permit, also called ikamet in Turkish. The residency permit is given for 1 to 2 years and it can be renewed for another a year or 2 at the end of each period. There are multiple ways to obtain this permit, but in my experience, the quickest and easiest pathway, also the main pathway, is through property ownership. When done with a trusted expert, it is a pretty easy process. You purchase eligible property worth at least 200,000 US dollars. You submit an application through the e-ikamet website with the necessary documents, and then you attend an appointment at the local Directorate General of Migration Management, which is called Göç İdaresi in Turkish. The whole process usually takes about 3 to 6 months, but it can take shorter or longer depending on the circumstances. Previously, for many foreigners, property purchase was the main pathway to obtaining ikamet in Turkey. But recently, the government of Turkey has announced a new program into residency to attract overseas talent. To qualify, you need to be between ages 21 and 55, be one of the eligible countries, which I will list over here, be a university graduate, and be employed or otherwise doing business outside of Turkey with an income of 3,000 US dollars per month or 36 US dollars per year. To get this visa, you apply through digitalnomads.goturkiye.com and after getting your pre-approval document with your application, you apply for a digital nomad visa from a Turkish consulate in your country. And after approval, you get a residency permit in Turkey for 1 year with an option to renew for another year for a total of 2 years. So in short, settling in Antalya is surprisingly straightforward. But one of the biggest questions people ask is, how much will I pay in taxes? And I understand that you want to have, a certain answer before making any moves to come here. But it entirely depends on two things: how long you stay here and where your income comes from. In Turkey, if you stay for longer than 183 days, you're considered a tax resident. And there isn't a straightforward one-size-fits-all digital nomad tax law. Each individual is unique and are evaluated as so. However, there are really important exemptions that apply to remote workers and expats that you might qualify for. And currently, there's a massive tax advantage package for overseas talent, which is currently in the talks within the government of Turkey, and that you must know. The government of Turkey has recently announced a comprehensive tax reform package that includes 20 years of zero taxes on foreign-sourced income for both Turkish citizens and global talent, 0% tax rate on high-value service exports in sectors such as IT, design, engineering, software development, architecture, and more, and has reduced the inheritance tax from 10% to 1%, among other reforms targeting productive business and investment. This leaves multiple open gates a global worker like you can benefit from. For example, if you are a remote working graphic designer at a company abroad, you could potentially avoid double taxation while living in Turkey. Or if you are a freelance software developer that is exporting their service to foreign countries, you could pay zero taxes on your income while living the good life in Antalya for the fraction of the cost of your home country. Here, a combined expertise of real estate, legal, and tax strategy is essential. I have just let you in on a lot of information, but you can see that while Turkey and Antalya is one of the best destinations a global worker can settle in, there isn't a straightforward path to paradise that can be done through a single application. This system is a trifecta. In order to apply for residency, your property must meet some other legal requirements. In order to benefit from potential tax advantages, your company structure, residency status, and source of income all need to be aligned correctly. And you must go through multiple official processes through different government bureaus, which requires time and attention. While these processes have become a second nature for us at Tekce, I will give you an important truth. No good real estate or legal expert will give you promises with absolute certainty. This system is a trifecta, and you must remember that each person's situation is unique, including yours. Right timing, right planning, and right guidance are essential if you want your life-changing adventure in Turkey to be as easy and enjoyable as possible. And honestly, I would hate it for you to make an expensive mistake that soared your experience here, because I love my country, and I love it even more when people from all around the world like you share it with me. This is why at Tekce we approach real estate not just a single property transaction, but as a complete ecosystem. Because real estate, legal residency, taxation, investment strategy, and lifestyle planning are all connected. In addition to our local real estate expertise, we guide you throughout the entire relocation process with our in-house law and immigrancy services called Tekce Visa as part of our comprehensive after-sales program. In our 22 years, we have guided people from all over the world through all kinds of processes and solving all kinds of problems, from getting just a water subscription to getting a whole new citizenship. And having an expert on your side will make it all the more enjoyable because at the end of the day, you're not just buying a house, you're building a new life. So overall, Antalya, Turkey offers something that is becoming increasingly rare in today's world. A single place offering both financial opportunity, high quality of life, international connectivity, and long-term stability in a single destination. So if you're a citizen of the globe looking for somewhere more balanced, I think Antalya is one of the places you must consider for your next move. Honestly, I'm at work right now, but after this, I might go swimming. Like, can you see the sea? So, if you're a citizen of the globe looking for balance, it is absolutely worth paying attention to. After all, where else can you unwind in the turquoise sea after a long meeting? This was Deren Güzel Tekçe. Goodbye!